Just slightly adjusting my on-screen chat. Made it a little bit smaller. I think it was taking up a little bit too much of the screen. Still trying to tweak, although it looks like it's just barely not quite in the corner. Okay, that is maybe good. Testing Found Fortune. Ari, so far it feels great. I was actually planning on trying out Found Fortune for Heimerdinger. But yeah, with Ari, there's like summon and play effects. They're so good. People have been asking if she's better than Lilia, and I'll say that is one benefit that Ari has over Lilia, is that you don't care about, like, you don't have to just do summon effects. If you want to do play effects, that works out just as well. Let's actually look at her starting deck. So yeah, Spartan Student, Dancing Droplet, and Charm. All three of those are pretty good. Honestly, you're going to run out of cards to play pretty quickly. As Found Fortune, you're drawing a card. But yeah, hitting any of those with an epic item could be pretty good. Yeah, it could be solid. Cutting the Student can be great. I mean, I feel like the one issue with that, though, is you might just draw all of your other cards or just have them in your hand, and then Found Fortune won't do anything because it has to be in your deck in order for Found Fortune to activate. I know that can be an issue that like Volibear can run into if you already have all of your Titanic units in your hand. You then drop Volibear and then you don't draw anything because you didn't have anything in your deck. So I feel like you'd have to be careful cutting your cards. Now, if you got extra copies of your Droplet, that could be really good. But yeah, I'd be careful. I'd be careful cutting the card. Hello, Long. Cut all card, only Ari. I mean, that's not really going to be great for Found Fortune. But yeah, I'm excited for Oath of the Guardians. I think she's going to be another one of those champions that can really utilize this. I was really struggling earlier to try to come up with builds for Heimerdinger. But I feel like Ari is going to be very, very good. Like, there's so many ways to play her. She's really going to be like LeBlanc, where there's not really a wrong way to build her. So one thing we're going to try with Heimerdinger, it's kind of a random build, but I'm just trying to think up other options for people that don't like have the Swain Relic, or they don't have Packed Powder, and just other alternatives. I still think we really want to focus on cost reduction, because getting Heimerdinger on the board as soon as possible is going to be very good. So I think going for Disciple of Shadows will be solid. Now, Found Fortune does go off of your base cost, so even though he is cost reduced, that's not really going to matter. So with him, the three options is Hextech Handler, Flash of Brilliance, and Aftershock. All three of these are great. So being able to get any of those for free and grant an epic item should be solid. It's just trying to make it more impactful to play Heimerdinger. And then also going for Black Shield just to protect all of our units, because while we do use a lot of spells, we are focused on our units. And I haven't seen Spell Shield be one of the things Heimerdinger can generate. And if it is one of the things he can generate, since I haven't seen it, it's very inconsistent. So yeah, that's what we'll try with Heimerdinger later. But we will start out with Ari. Hello, Nasty. Also put stacked deck on her due to not having other epics to try, and it's doing fine so far. Finally buy my golden reliquary, but I got stacked deck. I mean, stacked deck can be fun, but I definitely think that, yeah, that's one of the pretty niche epic relics. Any tips on Vex relics? I keep trying her the Weekly Nightmares. It's very hard. I have her at 5 stars. Vex, yeah, let's go ahead and grab her. So one simple thing you can do, Big Guns is very nice just to make sure your Vex, you're always having that extra damage. So this is one that can be solid if you actually want to use this. Echoing Spirit is very good for Vex because you want to be sure you have your Vex. You want her to be on the board because her leveled effect doubles your damage. But also, your champion spell is excellent. So getting more copies of Vex for more champion spells is great. And then the fact that this goes down to a 1 cost, it gives you draw 1, gives you Gloom. Echoing Spirit I really like for Vex. Hidden Tome is another one that I also really like, so you can drop Vex and potentially drop 3 of your champion spell right then and there. Very, very solid. Some other options, you can go for a build to try to get your Starforged proc. So if you need to go for like Death's Foil, you can go for a build like Death's Foil, the Scissors, and then go for Starforged if you want to get that extra mana. This can be okay. Also, then you're having your Vex attack more often. So this can be fine. I think there was some other epics up here. None of these are really standing out, to be honest. Yeah, this is solid. You can also just go for Ludens, especially since you have your Vex at 5 stars. Getting Vex on the board early is not too bad. So going for a Ludens isn't terrible. You probably want to stay away from things like Corrupted Star Fragment. You normally don't have a lot of units, so getting more of them isn't... like, letting them die or killing them isn't going to be too valuable. You also often want blockers. Grand General's Counterplan can be good. Going for the Jinx Relic, actually, can also be solid, because this will give you, on demand, a bunch of removal spells. They will be a bit expensive, because you don't get the cost reduction like Jinx does, but you can get these to do 6 damage pretty easily from leveling up your Vex. So having that on-demand damage is nice. Pairing this with like a Ludens can also be solid. Also going for Chemtech Duplicator can be good, because then your spell's getting doubled, and this together gives you a very strong closing. If you're going to go for this, though, you can go for Echoing Spirit, that is, or go for the Grand General's Counterplan. Since you're discarding all of your cards, you want to get some form of draw, which is just another reason why the champion spell is so good. So as far as like a rare relic build, this one is pretty solid. Now, there is always the Utmost Despair. For me, though, I like that this is on your support champs, potentially from your Constellation, but it being on Vex, I just feel like it doesn't do enough. Like, sure, your Vex hits the board and gets to Gloom all enemies. Great, this pretty much guarantees your Vex is probably going to level. It's just so inconsistent, because sometimes they might not have many units on the board. Or you might be going against someone that even if you Gloom them, they can just immediately replace their units. I just feel like this effect isn't worth the relic slot. I would rather have something that's giving me more value. So even though this one kind of feels like, oh, it's made for Vex, not really. If you want to go for a more Vex-focused, like, attacking build, going for... where are they? So, Fear Cleaving Axe, great to be able to Gloom the entire enemy board. Well, the one issue with this is the enemy board already has to have Gloom on them for them to get boosted. But going for this and Death's Foil together can be very good for you, because then your Vex can always attack safely, and then you can get that extra effect off of glooming more units. So yeah, a lot of different builds you can go with. All right, what have you guys been saying since I've been rambling? One Frozen Tomb on Vex. That's interesting. I guess if you want to get multiple Vex. Golden Reliquary resets in 2 days. Really want Disciple of Shadows. Yeah, Disciple of Shadows is great. Hey, Jin. Welcome. Yeah. Fear Cleaving Axe. Also usable. I have 6-star Vex. Having 2 Vex on the board really pump up her power. Problem with Found Fortune Ari so far is I rolled Reckoners many times, and it's just no good at all. Yeah, I'm using Fear Cleaving Axe, Death's Foil, Just no idea what to take for the third one. I'm trying big guns. Yeah, big guns I actually really like on Vex, just to give you some consistent increase in your damage. All right, so today what we're going to be, well, what we're starting with is Oath of the Guardians Ahri. So we have Ahri. Play, shuffle 5 level 2 champions in your deck, double their stats, then draw one of them. The reason this is so good with Ahri is that since this is a play effect, we can recall Ahri, play her again for 1 mana, and trigger this effect just a bunch of times throughout the game, so we can get tons of champions. We're pairing this with double star gem, so we have 4 cost reduction for those champions, so we can hopefully play most of them. So this will be fun. It should be pretty strong. And yeah, like I was saying earlier, but many of you probably missed it, people have been asking, is Ahri or Lilia better? And as far as power, I'm still not set on saying which one is better. Not sure yet. But I will say Ahri does have the benefit of not only using summon effects. She can use play effects, and it's totally fine. But Lilia is only summon effects, pretty much. So that's one advantage Ahri does have, is some of these builds that do require play effects. It's totally fine for Ahri. Alright, so let's grab this one. And then we'll hop into a match. Before we do, though, we'll just drop an ad. So if you need to go to the bathroom, get a drink, anything like that, you have a minute and a half. At the most, pretty much. Sounds like a fun build. It should be. AKA another 2-cost Oath Abuser. Yeah, pretty much. Who is the most powerful 3-star with epics, Ahri or Heimer? So let's say you just have like the best possible epic relics, the best build for both of them at 3 stars. So I'm going to add the caveat of like 3 stars without any of the bonus nodes. The good thing is both of them do have a lot of power in their 2-star. I think I would... Oh, it's hard. So I'd kind of lean towards Heimerdinger, because I think Ahri gets a lot more bonuses from getting the extra stars, as well as getting like the bonus nodes. And like Heimerdinger, you can drop him turn 1. Actually, no, you can't do that. Yeah, you can't do that with 3 stars. Yeah, that only works at 5 stars. So I would go for Ahri. Going for Ahri with some of her crazy builds, I would say at 3 stars, yeah, is stronger, because a big power point for Heimerdinger is the 5-star. All right, let's just go hop into Nightmare. Do like this for testing. With Diana, Neela, and Smira, you can just aggro them down. No need for another proc. Yeah, that is true as far as the Oath. Are 1 to 3 star buffs more impactful than the bonus node buffs? I don't want any champ above 3 stars, so I'm torn between spending wild shards for bonus nodes or star upgrades. The 1 to 3 star buffs are generally more impactful than the bonus nodes, but there are some champions where there is a huge amount of power in specific nodes. Like for Swain, his node of getting the Pyromantic Wake on all of his spells, that is a massive increase in power. So like the other nodes and stuff doesn't really matter. Like it's, yeah, you can get some of them won't really make a big impact. Even like his 4th star is good, but like that other one is a lot better. But normally, yeah, most of the power is in the 1 and 3 star, especially for these recent champions. So much of their power is in their 2nd star power. How far are you in the diamond chest? I think I'm like 600-ish, maybe 700. All right, let's get a power here. Best defense, Raiding Party, Dragon's Rage. Best defense can be a solid defensive, although the thing is, since we grant all of our units spirit, most of them have pretty equal health and damage. This can work to heal up our units, but I think let's try to get something a little bit more interesting. Let's go for Titanic Wake. We can potentially trigger this with our champions we're summoning, so that can be a lot of fun. Let's go for Monkey Idol. Yeah, Rhino, it is very subjective. Like, for a lot of the bonus nodes, there's not that much power in them, and so most of the bonus nodes you can actually kind of ignore, but there are some very specific ones that you really want to shoot for. So don't feel like you need to get all champions bonus nodes, but for some of them you just need to grab these and then you're good. Hello, Bob. Let's get rid of the Homecoming, and yeah, we can even get rid of the Maker. Level 50 champion update, I believe, is next patch. Yeah, next patch, next month is, I think, when we're getting those. All right, let's just immediately drop our Ari, see what we get. All right, Shyvana we can play for free. This will immediately trigger our Titanic. All right, so we could just bank up mana. We actually, I mean, we could recall Ari or the Shyvana, but I feel like that would kind of be a waste. So yeah, let's drop the Dancing Droplet. And let's attack like this. That way we can recall the Droplet and potentially get another champion. Alright, Master Yi, nice.
That fated day is never far from my thoughts.
Alright, let's go ahead and recall our Ari. That way we can play her again. Get another champion. And yeah, we're just filling up our deck with more. Oh look, Viego, that we can play for a 2-cost. Yeah, we can let Shyvana get a kill here. This is pretty silly.
She waits for me beyond the mist.
Oh man. So the one bad thing is we don't really have ways to get around enemy units. I mean, we did get a couple elusive, which is nice. But yeah, let's go ahead and attack like this.
You will serve.
All right, GG. It is pretty great, and I do love all these different Ari builds. I think they're so good for the fact that you always still feel like you're playing Ari. You're still using her core kit. It's not like the champion is changed, but it's just moving that in a slightly different direction. Huh, I don't really like any of these. I mean, this is tons of stats, especially because this gives us 2 units. So I guess, but I mean, we don't really plan on playing any of these, to be honest. All right, support champion. Let's see what we can get. Mordekaiser. We could play Mordekaiser for free, so that's not bad. Twisted Fate. We could play him for free with our cost reduction. Vladimir. I think let's actually go for Mordekaiser. For one, I think Mordekaiser is a lot of fun. But then 2, even though we won't be able to play him completely for free. We do have 4 cost reduction from our Ari, so we can play him for a 3 cost, and then we can refill our mana, so we can essentially play him for free. We just have to first have enough to actually drop him. I think that could be fun. Now without Ari, yeah, it's gonna kind of suck. The others might be better, but I just like Mordekaiser. T-Hex or Battlesmith. Let's go for the shops. Let's hop down here. Yeah, having Farsight on our champion from the level ups would be interesting. And it will really be just, yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they actually put in those level ups. So I did talk about this with Brian in my dev interview. And it seems like it's going to be a lot of passive upgrades. Like they will increase our Nexus health, so that's nice. And then a lot of the stuff in there will be like increased chance to get better powers. They want it to feel a little bit more like a prestige or like Paragon system where it's nice rewards you're getting, but it's not like, oh, you have to be getting these level ups. They're not trying to put a lot of power behind it. So I feel like adding other upgrades to your starting deck isn't something they're really, at least from what they said, it seems like not something they're really going to lean into. But if they did have like 1 or 2 upgrades, like at level 50 you did get Farsight or something, that would be kind of crazy. But they really have the mentality that they don't want you to feel forced to complete something, which is why for like the new adventure, like for Swain, the big upgrades was like the first, second, and maybe third clear. So even though there was 5 rewards you could get, you don't have to do all those. And same with like the monthlies. The max reward is at like 50. So they don't want you to feel forced to have to do all of it. So yeah, I kind of doubt they'd put something too massive at the 50 spot. But if they did, I mean, that would be cool. Let's get rid of most of these. Hi, Carthians. Hey guys, just 3-star Jace on a 1-star adventure. First impressions, or is he terrible? He's gonna feel better later. Jace is pretty solid, but he is a little bit difficult to play. You have to really, there's a very specific way you need to play him, and probably before you get used to that, then yeah, I could see him feeling bad. But in general, he's actually a pretty good champion. All right, let's drop our Ari. Nice.
Eyes peeled.
And the fact that we got Titanic Wake is pretty fantastic. I think we'll drop our sparring student just so we have someone to recall, because we don't really want to recall our other champions.
Sound the alarm.
Also, Titanic Wake is pretty good, because even if we can't trigger it immediately with some of our units, if the match goes on long enough, then eventually pretty much all of our units can trigger it.
Let us peruse this establishment's fare.
Alright, so we could kill Ari. Although her effect is a play, not a summon, so it wouldn't really matter. We could also wait for them to play something. Let's drop this here just to wait for them to hopefully drop a unit. Okay, they're not going to.
You shall go, and you shall serve. I am not done with you.
All right, let's go ahead and recall our Ari. Sure, we can just move some spirit over here. Huh. Aatrox, all right. All right, 1 cost Ari. Let's see what we get. The good thing is we're pretty much impossible to mill,
Too slow.
because we're always just able to put more champions in our deck.
Oh, I I don't require many.
Alright, so they just must have had really bad luck this time.
Like that.
Alright, GG. I think this should be a pretty good Lysandra build, like most Oath builds, because you are having a lot of other big units to be threats, and then you're not actually playing that many cards in a round, because, yeah, you're not just being quite as spammy. So yeah, for Lysandra, this is probably a pretty good build. Too expensive. 3 cost. Sure, I guess. Just in case we run out of cards. Yeah, we can go for a shop here. This is going to cost nothing, so it's not actually going to summon a champion. Summon an ally, granted Fury. Yeah, I think let's try a reroll. Sure. Extra draw is fine. And let's go for Swole Squirrel. So I just got here what build we got going today. So we're starting off with Oath of the Guardians on Ahri. So we have Oath and then double Star Gems. I steamroll with Lysandra with Oath Neela and Oath Diana. So Oath Ahri should be fine too. Yeah, I think it should be good. Let's get rid of the Maker, but we like having our, well, both of our champions and a recall. So this is pretty good as far as an opening hand.
Wild hearts should run free.
Oh boy, Seraphine.
Off we go! Roll down!
So yeah, we could recall Ahri. We could actually keep resummoning Seraphine, which would be a little bit amusing because we keep getting new spells. But I think we actually just want that potential damage. I mean, they are still going to block this, so it's not like we're going to get extra damage. Yeah, I think I still just want to go like this. Yeah, we do. Having Crush would be very good. Because we do just have an issue of getting blocked out. Alright, so we can drop Mordekaiser. Although I guess killing these units is going to get rid of their extra stats. Probably won't really matter though.
Destiny is darkness. I am not done with you.
Oh, since Ahri wasn't on the board first, she didn't trigger. Huh, interesting. Alright, let's recall our Ahri.
A whisper in the woods.
We might actually recall our Seraphine so she can actually trigger that Titanic again.
Too slow. Secrets hidden by frost.
Yeah, let's actually recall Seraphine, get another Titanic unit. And they're out of mana, so we're actually just going to be able to attack and end next round. That'll be nice.
I will lay waste to you.
Sing it with me now.
GG. Nice, I beat Lysandra with Hymn of Valor build. It wasn't fun, it didn't feel OP, but I beat Lysandra first try, though 1 HP. I mean, a win is a win. You don't have to proc the effect on Mord, you can just play him. I mean, I like to proc the effect, though. But yeah, we might need to do that, or just be a little bit more careful about making sure our Ahri is the first one to die. We can go for Green Glade. Let's see if we can get another just decent enough power. Champion draw is kind of funny. Yeah, that's okay. Especially because that's going to give us 1 extra cost reduction for our champions. Probably never going to play Legion. Yeah, let's get rid of that one. Alright, let's go for Fiora.
I would gut down the opposition.
with Seraphine, we did lose a lot of stat value, but also a lot of that was us not having Ari die first. Let's get rid of most of these. Well, sad. No. No Ari. I mean, we could play the Vanguard. That'd be kind of amusing. Sure. I beat 1-star Garen at round 9 with 3-star Jace. New Nasus. Jace is incredibly good. So, no, not at all. I do have guiding gameplay videos up on Jace if you need to, if you're needing any help. Less power, so yeah, that wouldn't quite work. Sure, let's just recall that. We don't really want to have any units.
Is that creaking the branches of my bones?
Alright, let's go here, because this is actually a good amount of damage.
The finest blades for my lady.
I need only one.
I think we can actually recall or give this one vulnerable potentially. Or we'll just go for damage.
Greater gift than knowledge.
I'm actually here. A single motion.
It's funny that we're the ones with the challenger units killing all of the auras. To be fair, with Jace, you have to keep in mind that it's okay to sacrifice early game, since it's pretty much I get lifesteal back from acceleration gate just to heal. Yeah, with Jace is a very specific playstyle that you need to be adopting with him, and you really just need to be focusing on building out your board, because you don't want to sacrifice your units early. You want to have as full of a board as possible when you're hitting your... Like, you're dropping Jace and you're leveling him up and you're getting your acceleration gate going. You want to have a full board for that. And, yeah, you really just need to sacrifice early game and need to be building towards your 6 cost spells. Like, your first round, all you should be thinking is building mana for dropping a 6 cost spell like round 2. So, yeah, Jace is one that definitely can be difficult at first. But once you start getting the hang of him, he can be incredibly strong. Alright, so they will be able to attack and get some damage down. Could go for some draw. I think they actually build out our board. Probably use a Sprite Dance here. So yeah, we can just recall this unit. Oh, there's Ari.
The balanced spirit may still fall.
Alright, so we can drop our
What do you fight against?
Ari now that we actually have the mana to drop our Mordekaiser. Oh look, Rise.
Safeguard our citizens.
The forest surrounds us.
Alright, so... Sure, we can... kill these two. One of them will get obliterated, but that's fine.
2 steps into moonlight.
Alright, this should be game. GG.
Too slow.
Woe to the vanquished.
All right. Solid. Jace doesn't have sorcery, but he does have multiple ways to make sure you have 6 mana at round 2. You have not only your Temple Caretaker that can get rid of a card to, or updraft a card to give you full mana, but then also there's another one, your Strike, you grant 1 spell mana. You do have multiple ways to have the full spell mana pretty reliably. So while he doesn't have sorcery, he does have other very strong effects. Here, let's go for Shadow Totem, so we'll have double Star Gem. So pretty much no matter what card we generate with our Oath, we're going to be able to play it, unless it's like Elder Dragon. Yeah, this will be really good. All right, let's go for a power here. Shield, Radiant Party, Higher Education. Give us a little bit of sustain, not that we really need it. A little bit of damage. I think we can probably do better. Hey, look, Crush. Perfect. Stabilize would actually be solid, but yeah, Crush is very needed. Remitter or Item Chest. Let's go up here. So, Glory Seeker. All right, let's re-roll everything. We want to get our Ari. All right, perfect. We might be able to end turn 1 potentially.
We'll see all this world has to offer.
Oh look, Bully Bear.
It's a rain ass in our wake.
Well, that is awesome.
This star brings death.
So play or attack. And he also has given us Overwhelm. This was not really even that needed with our other people. Yeah, I guess we can skip.
Take heed, Metal Man. You speak to a true Deathmaker. Deathmaker, you have nothing to threaten me with.
Oh, I do. I love their voice lines.
Let it
All right, let's just attack like this and GG. It pulled out like my 2 favorite champions. I really hope Mordekaiser gets a constellation. Toast, do you think we could try Heimerdinger in the 5.5 weekly? I tried him like 4 times, but I couldn't deal with Aurelia. Possibly. We'll see. Because also the build we're trying with Heimer is very experimental, let's say, and it could be bad. But possibly. Dancing Droplet. Sure. That's okay. Yeah, we can go for the Mr. Root. Revive Ari so she comes back normal. Yeah, that wouldn't be bad. Kind of didn't really matter in that situation, but yeah, not bad. Best defense again. It is okay, but are we ever really going to need this in this run? Probably not. Extra draw, make sure we're getting our Ari. Yeah, that can be okay. Another shop or champion item. Getting more copies of our Ari is the most important aspect. So let's go over here for Chempunk. Overkilled Aesol with Unyielding. 180 turn 2 since I didn't have the attack token with Found Fortune, Stack Death, and Spirit of the Buru. Really fun build, recommend. Fun, glad you enjoyed it. How do you like Heimer? I feel like if you survive until 6 mana, you just win with Chemtech Duplicator. But if you can't survive, then you lose. Yes, if you're playing especially 3-star Heimerdinger, you really just need to wait until you can get him on the board. Like if you go and watch my Swain run I did, we would be like just barely surviving throughout the early and mid game, and then like in a single round, we completely turn it around and then end in a turn. So it's pretty crazy. You really just need to try to survive and just start building out those upgrades and buffs that you can get, because you can really turn it around incredibly quickly once you get into that later game. All right, let's get rid of all of these. We'll hold on to Mr. Root because we can play him for free, and he gives us draw. Yeah, his Relic versus Swain is very good. Definitely helps out a lot. All right, still no Ari. Oh, wait, no, never mind. She was the first one, so that is solid. They might try to play a spell to kill us. So let's drop a free Dancing Droplet just to bait out anything that they might have. Granted, with our Ari, it's going to be pretty hard to kill her because both of them have the Star Gem buffing up each other.
Too slow. My plans.
Round start, summon a Sapling. Yeah, that can be fine.
Must be cut away.
Yeah, we can drop our Mordekaiser. Yeah, I don't really care about reviving that. Sure, we can revive one of the Aries to get rid of the Ephemeral. Also, we can't really recall our Ari though, since if we recall one, we have the other one already on the board. So we won't be able to play her again.
Blessed vengeance.
Sure, we can drop Sparring Student.
I refuse to wilt.
The forest surrounds us.
Alright. With all of our Overwhelm, this should be fine. GG. Hello? Uh-oh. Well. Spaghetti coating strikes again. Yeah, it's just... that's... Huh. That's not the best. Well, we'll potentially need to close out of the game and try to log in again and hope everything is fine. Alrighty. Oh, wait. Yeah, I feel like sometimes quitting actually causes problems. That's why I was like, maybe not. Alright, hello Taskmaster, or Task Manager. Alright. Goodbye LOR for a moment. I'll try to bring that back up. Ugh. It's never ever reconnected for me when I got that message. It has for me before. So sometimes just hitting quit can be fine. Hey, look, we won. Oh, all right. Let's get more of this. We can honestly just end up cutting it if we want. Champion item, Power Rift, so she'll cost nothing. I feel like that should be fine. Don't see any way that that could backfire. Yeah, so free Ari. Not too bad. Let's go for a healer and let's look at our cards. So we have 4 Dancing Droplets, 4 Rituals of Renewal. All right, let's get rid of the Ritual. Let's go for Misfortune.
Sure you can handle me.
Easy win. Yeah. One so hard you broke the game, apparently. All right, let's get rid of most of these. Viego versus Yasuo is annoying. Yeah, that's like one adventure that actually just hard counters you.
Looking for trouble? It found you. Funny. I was going to say the same.
The ocean whispers her secrets.
All right, let's drop Akshan.
Need rules to know good from bad.
And then we can kill him, resummon him, and get, I guess, more progress down on
Destiny.
our horde.
Too slow.
I am not done with you.
The forest surrounds us.
Still actually didn't trigger our effect. That is a little bit sad. Let's go ahead and recall him so we can actually get all the big stat increases again. I guess.
People don't look the other way.
Okay. That's a bit better.
Fall, weakling.
Light steps.
All right, so we're not quite there. Let's go for Mr. Root because we can play him for free. Draw a card.
Crush and shatter.
All right, so they would be able to block with their Island Navigator. Yeah, I can't quite get rid of it. I think I'll actually skip, try to get a champion there.
Sleep is like a short death. As a tree.
All right, I think we just need to get a little bit more damage. Yeah.
Tales of our past are seeds for our future.
The forest surrounds us.
Just a hollow shell.
Okay, GG.
Woe to the vanquished.
Yeah, if your region is going to drop, then it's might as well wait before you start getting anything. Yeah, so pretty good. So Oath, another good user, or Ari's another good person that's actually able to utilize it. And utilize it in, again, a little bit of a different way than most other champions, because most other champions, you get whatever champion you get from it, which is great, and then that's kind of all you have, and you normally are able to utilize that to get a win. With Ari, though, you can just keep replaying her, keep getting more and more champions, and so you have your own nice little twist on it, kind of playing as a nice mix of the Ari playstyle, still with all of your recalls, but then also your Oath just getting more and more champions. Yeah, pretty solid. Toast, did you finish the battle pass already? No, I've not really been grinding. Pretty much the time that I'm not on stream, I'm editing. So outside of stream, I haven't played a ton. I've played a couple things here and there to test stuff out, but yeah, haven't really been doing too much. 5.5 Nightmare is harder than the 6.5 this week. Yeah, the 5.5 is pretty rough. The fact that they're getting constant scaling and constant units that are also just always getting bigger is pretty bad. You play LWAR in smartphone. I mean, yes and no. Like, I have it on my phone. If I need to play it, I do. Generally, though, I just play on computer. All right, so we're going to try now a Heimerdinger build. This is going to be a little bit interesting, and I don't think this is at all going to be better than the build we showcased yesterday, but I'm trying to test out some different builds for people that just obviously don't have those specific relics. And I do think for Heimerdinger, it's very important to try to get him on the board as soon as possible. So I think Disciple of Shadows, try to get him on the board a little bit earlier is nice. Found Fortune, the 3 cards you're going to hit is Hextech Handler, Flash of Brilliance, or Aftershock. Those are all fine. Technically, with Disciple, you can also end up hitting your own champion because they're going below their base cost. And so you can actually draw your Heimerdinger, potentially. So that would be interesting, something to watch out for. I don't think that should normally happen, because as long as we're getting more than 2 cost reduction, it's not going to get hit. It'll hit one of these. Any of these will be solid to get. And then Black Shield to just try to protect our units. Ad drop, so we're just going to wait for a second until we do anything else. But yeah, really trying to come up with some different builds for Heimerdinger. He's solid, and he has a very, very good build if you have him once at 5 stars, but Ari is just so much more flexible. You can run so many different strategies on Ari. It's very, very good. Heimerdinger is much less flexible. Still don't have Found Fortune after all these months. Yeah, it's sad. Are you going to redo Lysandra tier list? Or are you going to redo... I think I put you together. Are you going to redo tier lists? I want to. The issue is I want my tier list to be as accurate as possible. And since there's still so many champions with 6 stars that I haven't been able to test or play at all, my tier list right now would be very inaccurate. So I would like to do tier lists, and if I had like a couple champions that I didn't have a 6-star, I'd be more comfortable. But the fact that there's still like so many that I don't have at all is a little rough. So it's, yeah, something I'm opening to doing, but I'm waiting to do it. Because right now it would just be so much speculation, which I know a lot of people do like tier lists, so doing a tier list that is pure speculation, it's like, I guess we might do that, but not really want to do that at the moment. Legend levels we're going to 80, yes. Alright, so we'll grab this Heimerdinger build. So again, trying to go for Disciple, get him on the board early. Found Fortune to try to get a little bit more impact when we drop him, and Black Shield to protect our units. And I guess we can go and try the 5.5 weekly. Who knows how we're gonna do, because this is a very strong challenge, and this build, not 100% sure how well it's gonna work. But let's go ahead and try it here. Raising level caps will give people lots of stuff to do. Can't imagine having to grind everyone to max again. Yeah, I'm kind of dreading that as well. Alright, let's go ahead and get a power here. Flexible game plan. Grant the weakest enemy. I get this all the time for Heimerdinger. I don't know why I see this so often with him. I think we'll probably just go for game start draw 2. It is quite nice to have to make sure we're getting the right cards. Like, we could just re-roll. At least now we have blessings. Yes. I think we'll just go for draw 2, to be honest. Alright, let's go for Burblefish. Who knows? This might be our Ari run again with Guardian Orbs. We just got shut down immediately. Yeah, you don't have to grind everyone to max, and they're trying to make it so that this power feels more like bonuses and not like you have to get it. So it's not going to be... It's not going to feel as mandatory. They want the 30 to still be like, okay, this is where you should get a champion. Then everything after that's kind of more of a bonus. And it's supposed to kind of feel more like a prestige system, or like Paragon points, if you've ever played like Diablo. But yeah, I'll probably try to be leveling everyone. Let's get rid of the Hex Obliterator and the Hex Tech Handlers, and we'll hold on to the 2 spells. Is Converging Timelines ever useful? To be honest, I do actually need to grab it and just play with it. I don't think I've ever picked it, because I always see it and I'm like, why would I want this? that means we won't get another relic slot. Yeah, I asked them about that, and they said no. Which, I mean, makes sense. It would completely change the balance of everything. Let's drop a Flash of Brilliance, and let's go ahead and kill this fish. I hate how it's constantly stealing our cards and playing them against us. Converging timelines need to be at least a unit that costs 2 or more stats or something. Yeah. I've tried it a couple times, completely regretted it both times. Yeah, I don't like, you're playing your own units that have items and everything and just swapping it to a different card completely. I don't know who would actually want this at all. Like, I don't even know if it works with Nidalee. But yeah, I don't know. I will pass because they can just block us out. Although we could already drop our Heimerdinger. Let's maybe play our actual Scrap Traption here. Just because we're trying to fill up our board as much as possible. Because we want to get Heimerdinger on the board as soon as possible. So we could play some spells here, but yeah, we want to get Heimer on the board.
You a weird one.
Oh, this is gonna hurt, because by doing this, we're gonna be getting rid of one of our blockers.
Order, entropy, a never-ending cycle.
And our Heimerdinger is too weak to actually block anything, so fantastic. Let's go for Flash here. Yeah, fantastic. Yeah, this is a pretty tough adventure. All right, we're actually capped for mana, so let's play some of this here. Although honestly, even killing, yeah, we maybe shouldn't even try to kill their units because they're just getting so many more. Let's actually drop the Wrench Bot to see if we would get another spell. I think I'll actually hold off on the Hex Tech handlers. Alright, let's go ahead and let's see. I think we can obliterate the Longtooth. Although we don't have elusive blockers. Yeah, sure. We'll go ahead and kill this. I will say, though, having the spell shield on our units is quite nice for that little bit of safety. Yeah, we can drop this here. Alright, we don't actually care about that Catamobile, but we don't want to miss out on the Shadow Totem. But it does give everyone 1 extra power. And we could use the extra power. I guess. Alright, so let's go ahead and attack with everyone other than our Heimerdinger. And yeah, just do as much damage as possible. But again, the upgrades we've gotten so far have been pretty lackluster. Let's actually go for the Concologist because we'll get a spell. Glare giving us a little bit of extra draw. Get Excited would give us enough damage to kill some of their units, though. So, sure. We're not going to play Glorious Evolution. But the build, though, does seem to be decent. Getting Heimerdinger on the board earlier, very nice. Checking your units from spells, more or less, is also solid.
Easy does it.
But yeah, this is a very strong adventure, so it's gonna be a little tough. All right, again, let's go for the Concologist to get a spell. All players draw 2. Not bad, because we are kind of running out. We actually only have 7 cards left. That is fantastic. So we drew our Heimerdinger, which that'd be a pretty bold move to actually end up playing him. Sure, we can drop this here. The ephemeral one will die, but he can further buff up our other units. So let's see the upgrades. We've only gotten 1 extra power from that. That's, yeah. Normally our units would be a lot bigger by now. Hex Obliterator, this is actually going to be very important because we need to shuffle more cards into our deck. So we have 6 cards left. And yeah, we'll try to actually do a progress day.
The only holiday worth celebrating.
Oh boy, we're deep. Is everything going to become sea monsters? Huh, okay. Alright, the good thing is we can't really run out of cards because of these effects. Let's go ahead and kill a couple of their units so they don't have blockers anymore. So we could actually just get rid of Heimerdinger. We wouldn't get any more turrets. But I feel like we need to end here. So yeah, let's just actually get rid of Heimerdinger. All right, GG. Apparently the sea monster upgrade is tied to Pool Party Heimer, or so I read. I mean, it seems like we triggered, I mean, them counting the sea monsters for deep at least. All right, I don't actually really like getting these, especially the expensive ones in our deck, but yeah, all of these are 5 cost or higher. That kind of sucks. I guess we'll go for the Rocket Blaster. Easy win, not even close. Yeah. A little rough. Alright, Barnacles. I mean, we could start stacking up coins. 5 Punch Pablo is not bad, because we could play this for cheap. He is going to give us 2 mana back and a spell to play. That's not terrible. Alright, let's see here. It doesn't really look great. Yeah, I think let's actually go for Jack. Riptide. Chamber of Renewal. Chamber of Renewal would be the best. Either that or the Spells Chest. We might not last this round, but let's go for it. Oh, man. Heimer goes from no board to full board really fast. Yes, that's why it's so important to get him on the board so fast. Let's get rid of the Hex Obliterator. Hold on to the rest. You already have Spell Shield? Yeah, so we'll go for the Spells Chest. All right, let's see. Could drop a Concologist. This would give us a unit. Give us 1 mana. I think we'll actually lead with the Concologist. Flame Spitter, Magical Journey. 2 power and quick attack is nice.
Holding curiosities lie ahead. All hands on deck.
Alright, so we could attack and potentially kill some of them, but... Oh man, that is a little rough looking. It's so many units so fast. And yeah, well, we could surprise some of their units. They'll probably just block with the Riptide Rex, and we don't have quite enough damage. I mean, we will get 1 from the Augment. So we'd have 3, so it would be at 6. So yeah, not quite enough with him. Yeah, I think we'll just pass for now. What adventure is this? This is the 5.5.
Dangerous waters.
Alright, let's drop the flash. Let's do this to kill 1 of their units and then also summon a unit ourselves. And then we do have our Scrap Traption to again summon another blocker at burst speed if we need to, which we do. Alright, so we can drop this here. And yeah, we can't really stop these ones because Prize Fight can't actually kill anyone. So yeah, don't really think there's anything we can actually do. Yeah. Camera unfocused for some reason. Yeah, that sometimes happens. Oh, GG. Come on, auto focusing. I don't know if you're invested at all, but I've decided to use my build shard on Pike over Misfortune. Got him to 4 stars. Things is a lot of fun. More fun than Misfortune. Yeah, I think Misfortune is stronger, but Pike is a lot of fun. So if you just want to go for him, that's fine. All right, let's go ahead and try that again. Hi, Grape. Playing Kane to use blue or red. I always use red. I never go blue. Blue Kane is terrible. This is the exact hand we had last time. I think it is. That's a little weird. Yeah, we actually used Pike to clear this one. Alright, so we could go for Flash into Aftershock. I think let's drop our Wrench bot because we can kind of play it for free. Alright, here I think let's go for Flash. And let's kill the Bark Beast. Again, we're just trying to build out our board pretty much as possible. We now have 2 burst speed blockers if we need. But yeah, we're just going to pass. Alright, that looks fine. So yeah, here's an issue. We can drop our Heimerdinger, which would be nice, but this is so much damage. I think we have to drop our Aftershock to again just try to kill one of their units, get a blocker from it.
Nice to meet you.
And again, we can drop Heimerdinger, but he'll literally kill all of these, and then we just take too much damage from our hit. Let's go for the Conkologist. High toss, nice and cheap. Sure, gives us essentially 2 spells as well, so that's not bad. Alright, not too terrible. Let's actually see. Can we get any of our tech units to survive here? We can get a couple. Alright, yeah, it doesn't look too great. But we didn't actually take any damage, so small victories. Alright, yeah, we'll drop our Heimerdinger, still kill these 2 units, but we can then work on building out our board. Zero cost Jack, that'll be interesting.
God be king without breaking a few bones.
Sure, we can go ahead and use our risky venture.
We're playing by fire.
A game. Go on then.
Jack is actually pretty good because he is all about refilling your mana, so it does pair quite well. I do think one thing I need to personally get better at with Heimerdinger is trying to memorize all of the different turrets, and especially recognizing when you need specific ones. Like, the wrench bot is a generally 1 cost, so trying to use your 1 cost spells to generate more of them is actually going to be very good because your wrench bot gives you draw. And then, like, I know the 6 cost is elusive, so that's one thing to like try to bear in mind and just remember to be better with this champion. Because yeah, you can just keep generating extra draw for yourself based on the type of spells you're playing, which is pretty cool. Alright, let's see what we are as far as mana. So we just popped 1. Sure, we can just put this right here.
That just makes the fighting sweeter. Anyone fit against me? No? Haven't hit you with my good arm yet.
Alright, let's go ahead and attack like this. Do as much damage as we can, and then we'll just work on rebuilding our board. And again, just trying to keep our Heimerdingers safe and back. Also, it looks like we're 1 follower away from 1900. So if anyone wanted to follow and be that last one, now's your opportunity. Alright, let's work on building everything out. Hey, look, someone followed. Frick, thank you for following. You are the 1900 follower. Let's keep building stuff out.
Haven't hit you with my who else wants to bet against me, eh?
Yeah, we're getting close to 2K followers, which is fun. Oh my word. We're refilling so much mana. Sure, let's attack with this one here. Yeah, Heimerdinger is pretty solid for just flooding the board with units. You just have to get him on the board as soon as possible. Jack is having fun with all the mana gain refilled? Yes. Alright, we have 10 cards left. I think we'll wait for our progress day. Although they might just... They might not play anything. Sure, we can drop it. The good thing is we know we won't really mill ourselves, so we can start dropping our Hex Splitterators. Which is actually very nice, having that little bit of mill protection. Oh, nice. Hit our board with 2-2. Let's drop this here. That's a bit unfortunate, but not the end of the world. Let's... Can actually see what his health is even at, or his damage. Alright, let's work on getting that unit a little bit lower. Huh, we didn't actually draw any Hex Splitterators. Alright, I think we're fine. We are kind of struggling to end, though, because we don't have Overwhelm or anything like that. Let's... Yeah, attack with all these. We're probably just going to get blocked by everyone. Oh, well. Yeah, we're doing literally no damage, but at least we're killing all their units. And none of our units died, so we didn't get Jack back. Oh, man. Yeah, I guess we'll just end. I don't really want to replace these units. Suppose we can throw down some barnacles. Although they might actually end up capturing that now that they took away the spell shield. Oh my word, they have one card left. So we're just gonna, like, we could end just by them getting milled. Oh, that's funny. Alright, we're totally fine with our units dying. Not a big deal, because we can just replace them fairly easily. Sure, we can drop Jack. So, there's their last card. GG. Goodness, that is... Oh, that's taking forever. Yeah, having Heimer's Relic with the tough is actually pretty good, because his early game is the weakest, and so getting that improved is quite nice. I think I'll actually get some more of the Hex Splitterator, just because we are kind of struggling. So getting some more of these would be solid. A 2-cost capture, though, or actually like a 0-cost capture sometimes. To get rid of the Aurelia. Oh, that could be really good, actually. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. My favorite AI moments have to be when the AI decides to torture it. I've tortured it long enough and ends itself. Let's go for the spells chest. Nopify. Nopify could actually be decent, because since this is a 2-cost spell, we're going to generate our 2-cost capture card we just made. So that's decent, and I feel like the problem, it's a fast or slow speed spell. A lot of the spells the enemy is going to play, like for Aurelia, a lot of them are going to be burst speed, so Nopify has no effect, or they're just more expensive. So I think all the annoying Lysandra ones are too expensive. So I feel like we're actually not going to have many opportunities to really benefit from this. Yeah, it does kind of suck. It's melding time. I thought about it. But I think we're fine. Let's actually try a reroll. A deny would be nice, actually. Yeah, sure. 3 cost makes an enemy discard. Let's go for deny. Could be really nice, especially into Lysandra. Is a bit expensive, but it is what it is. Let's try to go for the champion item chest. So Swift Wing Flight. Also looks like ad drops. We're just gonna hold off until that goes through. Got Black Shield in my Golden Reliquary. Who can I use it on? In general, you can use it on any champion that's focused on their units and they want their units to be able to survive. So it could be solid for like Garen, Kane, Tom Kench, any of those unit focused decks. Also, obviously good on any keyword stacking ones. So like Kaisa, Poro King, anything like that. Also can be good depending on who you're going up against. So like if you're going into like Lysandra or even like Aurelion Sol and you know that there's a high chance that what's going to cost you the game is getting hit by just like a single spell and that really messing with you, you can go for it in situations like that. And like here for Heimerdinger, we're testing it out because while we play a lot of spells, we do have a lot of units and we're focused on them. So we're testing it out here. Yeah, pretty much any unit focused deck, it can be a good option for. I've had Viego use a kill spell to kill his own Viego and then hit his Nexus, which was quite an experience. That is, yeah, that's impressive. All right, everyone should be back. This is solid. I think we'll actually get rid of the deny. I don't think Swift Wing Flight should have too many annoying spells. Although I'm probably going to regret that. Alright, dropping Pablo for free is great, especially since we're actually getting 2 mana back. Okay, that's fine. I mean, we could deny it if we really wanted to be petty to keep them from getting 1-1. I think let's go for prize fight here. Getting that unit down to really reduce their power will be nice. Also, we're going to get multiple coins back, so that'll be good. I guess just the 1 coin, because yeah, it's not Jack. Drop this, get a capture, which is going to be freed when we drop our Heimerdinger. Do we care about attacking into this? Not really. We want to build out our board. We'll potentially drop Heimerdinger next round, which... I mean, that's the problem, is we normally actually don't want to drop him just because the enemy board is so scary. Oof. Let's go ahead and kill this. Get a blocker going. Yeah, it's their first attack does so much damage. It's not great. Yeah, we can drop Jack. Yeah, we can drop Barnacles. And I think we'll pass here. So we can drop our Heimerdinger, but we're actually not really getting him on the board any earlier than we would have before. We can drop 5 Punch Pablo. Would give us mana back, but he'd also just die right away. He would give us a fleeting prize fight, though, which isn't terrible. Alright, so to keep us from overcapping on mana, let's actually go for... here. So yeah, we'll still have 3 mana, but then we won't overcap on our spell mana. We're trying to get as many spells going this round as we can. We'll get as much mana refill as we can.
What seems to be the problem?
All right, let's play our coins to again use up our spell mana.
It's not a blood sport without a little blood.
Just when I needed assistance.
Let's again drop this here. Sadly, we're kind of out of some of our other cards, but dropping a 7-cost Scrap Traption, pretty good.
I'll take on a lot of you. Anyone bet against me? I've lived you with my
Yeah, Jack and Heimerdinger are actually really good together.
Collective knowledge!
Quickly just putting down a note for the guides. Because I feel like Jack isn't one that is super intuitive that you would think about, but it actually goes together quite well. Issue is, though, I don't really feel like attacking into this. I mean, honestly, even attacking with our Stomper, if we don't attack, then their Poro gets killed. Or, like, they don't get a Poro next round. So yeah, I feel like attacking doesn't actually help us here. All right, let's go for Flash because we can play it for free.
Anyone bet against me?
All right, let's go ahead and drop our turret for another blocker. So we could use a progress day to draw, but then we could also just save this and drop our Heimerdinger. Oof, man. Yeah, I think we'll sadly let this go through.
Haven't hit you with my good arm yet. Now this is a fight.
Yeah, their scaling is just not anything we're really being able to
I have them.
go up against, sadly. And yeah, they're literally replacing their own units, so us even like killing them doesn't matter at all. I mean, we're gonna have to really rely on just getting some crazy upgrade, because really it's just stalling until we can maybe win. All right, 10 to a unit. Sure, let's go ahead. Give other challenging allies 1/1. Yeah, let's try to get rid of that. All right, so we could deck with both elusives. One of them would get a hit in, one of them would die. I feel like it's probably, again, not really worth it. The one issue is our Heimerdinger is just probably going to get killed again. Yeah, and killing this unit, they can just easily replace it next round. Yeah, I think we just won't bother, sadly. All right, we'll go for Treasure Trash, because this will give us a bunch of cards and a bunch of big units. And some hopefully good upgrades, because we could really use them right here. Also, since we don't have Heimerdinger's Relic, that's why he's such an easy target. When I'm summoned, if you targeted allies in 4 different rounds, grant me all of those. Give an ally barrier. That would actually be really big. This is actually a way we could protect our Heimerdinger. Let's use a Hex Obliterator. I think let's drop our T-Hex.
It couldn't be done.
Okay, we're still alive. We're still in this, technically. Quick attack units. I think all of our units have overwhelm now. Sure, let's go ahead and try to attack with this.
Launches at record velocities.
Sure, let's go ahead and actually, I think, use a more expensive deny. Surely we win now, Copium. Yeah. And we haven't even gotten to Aurelia. Let's drop this to, again, just get rid of another blocker. They have 10 cards left, so maybe we could just end up milling them again. Alright, we'll just stop that as well. We want them to not have any blockers. Alright, how close are we to our spells? We're one away, so let's drop a coin here. Alright, let's put this here.
Split in ballistics. Just when I needed assistance.
Oh, they have so many blockers. It's frustrating. All right, again, we're going to try to replace our Heimerdinger because I think we really just need to end this round. We're just trying to do as much damage as we possibly can. GG. Oh, goodness. So yeah, this build, I do like the spell shield. It is nice having all of our units being a little bit protected. The Disciple of Shadows to get the cost reduction, I think it's good. I just think in this specific situation where it lets us play our Heimerdinger turn 2, but if we do that, we sacrifice our entire board and then take so much damage. I think it's not really being showcased well in here. Also, I think I just noticed that there's actually something peeking out of this one. Let's go for Blade Scout. Being able to get spell draw is nice, and yeah, we kind of played this for free. Shell Game's not terrible though, but yeah, let's go for Blade Scout. Oh goodness. All right, champion item. Summon, draw 1. Not bad, but I'm really worried about Aurelia. We're probably going to end right there, so I think I'm going to try to reroll for something better. Shadow Totem doesn't really help us. This doesn't really trigger any of our effects. Sure, I guess we'll go for Farsight. I was hoping we'd get some cost reduction for him. So we could play him a little bit easier. Yeah, I think we're actually going to still keep being greedy. There we go. Power Riff. Okay. Healer. Let's actually just purchase healing. We need to have all the help we can get. Because, I mean, Aurelia's going to kill us in a couple turns.
Fight for the first lands.
Oh, man. Let's get rid of the Rocket Blaster. We will hold on to the rest, because they're all units we can play that also give us a spell. Turn 1, half your health gone. Calling it now? Oh, probably. Probably right. Alright, so I think we're just going to drop Heimerdinger as is.
Ah, the sweet smell of science.
Hey, Krabby.
That's my resting face. I'm Five-Punch Pablo!
What's today's lesson?
Yeah, it's like one issue is we have a lot of spell mana and ways to generate more, but we're not actually getting that many spells. Here, we're going to play this just to get rid of one spell mana. Like, the actual damage here is fine, but not really why we're doing it. Let's actually play the Blade Scout to try to
They picked the wrong road.
get a spell we can hopefully play. There we go. Let's try to kill their Aurelia.
My homeland.
Alright, let's go for the Wrench Bot for some more draw.
0.21 gigahexes.
We're going to be overcapped on mana, but still, let's drop another turret.
And fire!
And then we could actually attack.
I heard you the first time!
Catch me if you can.
We'll attack with these three. We don't want to get rid of everyone because we don't want everyone to die, but these two can kill any of their units. And then this one is about to lose its elusive, and so at least gain some damage on their elusive isn't bad. We also want space to develop, but we don't want to go too crazy. Having a couple blockers left. With them being able to generate a bunch of blades, we need to be careful. You're gonna drop Aurelia.
My family was raised on this soil.
Huh, Coastal Defender. Fun. Let's get rid of the Green Glade duo. Yes.
For the summer fields.
Alright, here, we're just blocking to reduce down as much damage as possible. Also, looks like you were wrong, Dre.
I remember.
Yeah, best turn one you can get from them, pretty much.
Advancing collective knowledge.
Yeah, this has gone pretty much as well as we could have hoped. Alright, so we could just drop a massive Scrap Traption. I think let's try to get Jack on the board. Although the one issue with Jack is then we don't have really many spells to play. Still, he is pretty good.
It's not a bloodsport without a little blood.
For the autumn orchards.
Alright, let's drop Scrap Traption. Yeah, their blades are so massive. Alright, let's put that one there. And I think we'll actually just take that hit, because we don't want any of our other units to actually die. But yeah, their blade dances are just so ridiculously massive. I think their other blade dance is a 2 cost. I think.
A machine for sports ball.
Alright, so that one's elusive. This one they could block with their Blossoming Blade. Yeah, I think let's just attack like this. Yeah, the fact that their blades also just get bigger and bigger is so terrible. Alright, Flash Brilliance. Also, we're going to go ahead and drop a Progress Day just to try to give us as many buffs as we possibly can. Also try to benefit from our Heimerdinger before he dies. Also giving us extra draw so we can hopefully drop our Heimerdinger for free. Alright, 10 damage. We'll kill that one right here. This one, actually all of these have Deathless now, so that is awesome.
Just bones and bad choices.
think we will actually have our Heimerdinger die, just because otherwise we're getting so close to them being able to kill us that based on what they have as far as combat tricks, it could be over. That being said, oh, I guess, oh, right, the Deathless is permanent because it's an aura. Yeah, so we should be able to drop our Heimerdinger for free. And even if he kills all of our units, it doesn't really matter. All right, let's drop a free Heimerdinger.
What seems to be the problem?
And yeah, these all dying, since they all just keep getting Deathless, it kind of doesn't matter. So we somewhat have permanent units, which is pretty crazy. We have 19 cards left, they have 22. Ah, damn, that is... rip. Ah... almost had it.
Makes the fighting sweeter. Now this is a fight.
Yeah, pretty close. We could have really redeveloped here with a lot of these massive units, and then we could have started ending, but their scaling was just too much, and it's just so much damage. Well, we gave it a good shot. GG.
Added to the bugs list.
Yeah, the fact that the blades get the power from buffs everywhere is insane. So I think this is actually a solid build. Also, there's kind of some different individual parts. You can kind of mix and match. Not the best showcase for, excuse me, this adventure, just because how rough it is. And it does let us drop our Heimer turn 2, but turn 2 is when they attack, and we need all the units we can get. So yeah, still solid if you don't have some of the other options. Yeah, this is a rough adventure. But we did pretty well, though. Oh, yeah, that was tough. When I see this, I kind of imagine some kind of node of power from Mordekaiser. Your Deathless unit doesn't get stunned when revived. Yeah, that would have been very nice if... Yeah, we had 4 units on the board. Just 3 of them were stunned, so they couldn't block. It was looking so good. The 5.5 is just horrible. Yeah, the 5.5 is awful, which is why I was like potentially going to be like, yeah, we're not going to bother doing it with Heimerdinger because I knew that we had a high likelihood of dying. When I see this, your units can't get stunned. That would be nice. All right, any other crazy play effects? So we do have the Found Fortune that, yeah, someone was mentioning trying this with Ari, which, yeah, could be really good. You have 3 1-drops, and constantly buffing them up wouldn't be bad. It'd kind of be like a very similar playstyle to the Guardian Orb build, except you know exactly who you're going to be buffing. Yeah, it could be interesting. Also, Frozen Tomb for Heimerdinger is a possibility. You normally want to get him on the board earlier, but can be there. Hidden Tome is pretty good, though, even though this is the play effect. To be fair, the Aesol duplicate in the 6.5 is pretty insane, too. Did a nice run with 4-star Gwen on this adventure, but lost twice to Aesol. Yeah, the 2 adventures this week, like the 4.5 is fine, not bad, great for just being able to go and play something a little bit different. I really do like the 4.5s for testing out builds. Yeah, the 6.5, you need to end very fast because otherwise the scout scheme is just going to be killing you pretty quickly. Like, even if you have a good amount of sustain, like Morgana, I think you can just end up eventually getting one shot by the puff caps. And it doesn't matter how much sustain you have if you take too long, because you'll just die. So yeah, this is also rough, but yeah, this one is pretty terrible. Getting a free unit every single round that is also getting buffed up by the inevitability, so it's constantly getting bigger and bigger. And then the fact that this one just has Aurelia, yeah, it's terrible. Yep, I tried. Morgana is bad. Yeah, that's what I figured. Like, you can make it work potentially, but just having sustain, if you're not ending quickly, you can still get rolled over. So unless you are able to end fast with Morgana, you're going to have a bad time. Is there any other interesting Ahri build that I want to test out? Not sure, but I feel like I'm going to go hit up the bathroom. So if you need to do that as well, now's the time. I'm going to go ahead and drop a ad break while doing so you guys don't miss anything. About 25 seconds left on the ad. Suppose I should probably try the Gatebreaker build. Does Pike trigger impact when doing his level 2 executes? He shouldn't unless you are currently attacking. If you're attacking, they have a whole board, then I believe he should. But if you don't have that, then Pike with C&D, cease and desist. It would... It might work. Especially since he should start his free attack immediately. So it's not like he should be getting the kills before. Yeah, you'd think so. Do all of your champions have 3 epic slots? Pretty much all of them. There's a couple left that I think I just haven't gotten around to. But pretty much yes. And any that don't have it... I think I have more than enough of the Spirit Forges to get the last couple ones. But pretty much they all have 3 epic relics. But yeah, I think that might be a small handful that I just haven't noticed, I haven't gotten around to yet. Alright, so I feel like I should try a Gatebreaker build, because it is a play effect. We can hit the Nexus. But it's a couple different options to pair it with. So we could go for, like, Hidden Tome plus him, to be able to play the him right away. So, like, that is one option. We could swap out the him and go for Secret Technique, so that it is twice as big. We could get rid of the Hidden Tome and go for our Echoing Spirit. That way we get more copies of our Ahri and our recall is free. The only issue there is we don't have the mana for the Redoubled Valor. Working on myself, 186 slots total, 152 epic, getting closer. Nice. So yeah, echoing makes sure we get our Ari. And we do get the free recalls. The issue is the hymn is a little awkward to play then. Whereas Hidden Tome, we then are actually able to play it immediately. And then we have plenty of other ways to get recalls. So I feel like we would drop Ari immediately, turn 1. We could play our Hidden Tome, turn 1. And then we technically have 1 mana left. So if we had a Charm in hand, we could still recall Ari round 1. The greediest version would be Secret Technique, him, and Gatebreaker. Yes. You're getting the extra stats, but it's so much harder to play your him. I think let's try this quickly and see how it goes. So yeah, let's grab this and just head into Nightmare. Because yeah, I've heard a lot of people talking about different Gatebreaker builds for her, so I feel like I should test it out. Explosive Entrance, Mystic Meditation. We do summon a lot of units, so this would be a good amount of damage. Mystic Meditation can be nice for our spells. I think let's go for Explosive Entrance. Alright, Grandfather. Alright, we're going to get rid of almost everything. We will hold on to the Dancing Droplet. We know we're going to get our Ari, but we also want to get one of our recall spells. But since we do have 2 copies of Ari, then we're fine. So we drop an Ari, she gets a small little hit in.
Got the book. Let's start our search.
Alright, so here we could recall her right away, but probably would be best to still drop a unit, get our normal attack in, and then we can recall her next round.
Like that. Too slow.
Her 6-star is great here since you can not run Gatebreaker, run Echoing for consistency. Yeah, I look forward to getting her 6-star. Decent chance we end up getting that at the end of the week. I think let's recall Ari and then immediately play her again.
Be still. The forest and I are one.
Alright, so we wouldn't actually be able to block. What's the effect again? Give each player's strongest unit elusive. Okay, so they're just able to generate that a different way. We do have Homecoming. So yeah, I feel like that's actually pass. Just because they're going to attack like this. And then we can do this here to just fizzle their attack.
Some seek a path, others a foe.
So yeah, we could drop our Sparring Student, but I think we'll just bank the mana. So here we can drop our Redoubled Valor, although really we could just... we could always just attack and end the game right now. But where would be the fun in that? We Caitlyn now? Pretty much. Pretty much.
Now I hunt.
It's like people try to replicate the 6-star, but focusing on Ari. Yeah, pretty much.
Alright, I see you wear your cloak this day.
But not
GG.
hide.
Man, that took a while.
Naturally.
So yeah, first match impressions, it seems fine, but kind of seems overrated. Like, it seems like you can just do just as good. Just test it. C&D Pike does in fact work. Nice. Oh look, speaking of Caitlyn, I guess we might as well. Alright, support champion. Shyvana, Draven. So Egghead we could play for free. Create a random dragon in hand. Yeah, I think let's go for Draven. Yeah, I tried it myself, didn't enjoy it much. Other builds are much more fun with the same results. Yeah, it's not, I mean, just from the first match, we'll see if it gets better, but other builds seem like they'd just be better. Unscarred Reaver, Monastery, Solitary Monk. Sure, we can actually. The one issue is they'd get really big from all of our flash bomb traps. Oh, whatever, we like a challenge. I do actually like both of these. We're pretty much going to be able to play them for free. Sure. Alright, let's drop our Ari.
Oh, this world has to offer.
Like, I think just going for the normal redoubled Valor build is better than actually just adding in Gatebreaker.
What's today's lesson?
2 steps into moonlight.
So they do the Scar Grounds. Sure.
Nature does not yield. This unit getting hit so many times in a single match.
Just like we practiced.
And yeah, we don't actually have a way to recall our Ari now.
Pledge to Sejuani's service.
When you put down roots, you choose a place to die.
Let's... I mean, we could recall...
Nothing matters.
But then we probably want to use our recall on Ari, actually. Yeah, let's go ahead and drop this here. Another recall. Okay, that's going to be important for us.
I go where the winds blow. For now.
Is this actually trying to use all the mana? That looked like it actually would have taken all 6 mana if we used it too fast. Oh goodness, that could be a problem maybe with the animation speed increase. Alright, let's go ahead and recall her, because we can then play her again, get another strike off.
The forest and I are one.
Goodness. Alright, so we could use another redoubled Valor, or we just, you know, attack.
Rip their flesh.
GG. When using Redoubled Valor, I've tried it when it says 6, it still only uses 3. Seems just to be visual. Okay. Him as a really annoying 5 to 7 second delay. Yeah, it's not the best. It's the same with like the Yasuo relic. His does the same thing. One all battling. Later discard grant allies 1 power. I think we'll go here just for the champion draw. Yeah. Alright, so we could heal, cut a card, or add quick attack. We could cut the Saboteur. We have better things to play. Alright, Devour. That's annoying. I used up all my rerolls early to get something good for Acel. Ended up having to take a champ out at 3 out of 3 5 cost ones as a fight reward. Yeah. Using all your rerolls can be a little rough. This is okay.
The forest and I are one.
Alright, let's go ahead and start buffing him up. Buffing her up. And we'll drop our Dancing Droplet.
2 steps into moonlight.
And sure, we can use this here. Since they are the Devourer, we want to keep them from having any units, because we don't want stats to start hitting their Bubble Bear.
Too slow.
Oh my word, why does the game keep freezing? Stop it. Let's go for... Oh my word, please. Every time I'm playing a spell, it's freezing. So we could recall, but we wouldn't have actually any mana left. I think we're fine. If they do end up gaining a bunch of stats on their Bubble Bear, we can use a Homecoming. Oh my word. Please, game. That's fine. I do 2 Lux run one time. You mean you got both of your Luxes in one run? That would be interesting. I wonder if they have any voice lines. I think I've seen that they do, actually. Oh my word. Every single action is delayed. It's not the stream or anything, it's... The game is literally pausing for like a second or 2 every time I do an action. Oh, it's painful. Also, the fact that we have hold, it actually just completely shuts down their whole gimmick. Sure. So, like, we could recall our Ari. Or we could just attack and get some damage down. Sure. Alright, let's go here for the Sprite Dance. And yeah, when we drop Ari, she'll just be able to end the game. GG.
Wild hearts should run free.
Oh man.
Remember this
it's been shrugging for a few days now. I mean, I haven't seen it like this, where every single action is just super delayed. 55 minutes before the new missions for the pass, I guess. Although, do you know if there's some kind of low rate percent of getting rare relics that buffs all of your units? Like Troll King's Overwhelm Relic. I don't have only relics with give all unit stats. It's so annoying. I have no idea if there's something like that. I would doubt it. I think it's probably just really bad luck. So as far as I know, no, there's not any system like that. Although some relics are not in the reliquaries. I'm not sure the whole list of all the relics that are and aren't. But I know it's posted online. Some of those relics, I'm not sure. Is Troll King's Crown one of the ones you get from a champion mission? I can't remember if that one is or isn't. Play summon an exact ephemeral copy of me. I mean, we could keep recalling this. It could just keep getting bigger and bigger. But I think we'll just go for the rear guard. The real question was STG's favorite spice to go on his toast. Tabasco, wasabi, sriracha. Tabasco is a very good breakfast hot sauce. So I actually have Tabasco with breakfast every single day. Chamber of Renewal or Shop. Sure, I guess we can get Spell Shield. Alright, Healer. Pathless. Maker. I mean, we could just cut the rear guard that we just picked up. Sure. Alright, let's go for Fiora.
I would cut down the opposition.
Alright, let's see. Let's get rid of Pathless and Vision since we already have our Ari. Yeah, I think it's unfortunately just bad luck for not getting some of those relics. So I dropped the 10 plus power pike with Season's Assist. He started a free attack, killed 5 units, dealing 15 damage of just impact, and then summoning a unit in his attack and hitting the Nexus for an additional 20-something damage. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. The only issue is like somewhat consistency, and you kind of need like a perfect setup. All right, let's drop our Ari. That nice 1 damage proc. And she's going to use Cataclysm. Well, we do have a Spell Shield, but she's still going to get an attack in.
Strike quickly, strike deftly.
But since this is a boss fight, we'll just let the attack go through. As long as we win, we heal up, so it doesn't really matter. I think let's drop our Sparring Student.
The forest surrounds us.
Attack like this, get 2 strikes off, and we can use our Charm next round to recall and buff up our Ari again.
Check out these.
Yeah, the hold it is pretty nice.
Finest blades for my
Alright, let's go ahead, recall. And they blew all of their mana on that. Man, I'm not used to seeing this as a 4 cost because of Garen.
Wild hearts should run free.
I do like having the Hidden Tome with this build because it does give you a little bit more freedom to play more spells. If we could use a Sprite Dance here if we wanted. Yeah, I think we might as well. It's not like we can attack this round anyways. If they attack, we have our Sparring Student. This way we can also play our Pathless Ancient. Get another recall, not too bad.
Some seek a path, others a foe.
do you fight against?
Bet you want me to say my nature.
Oh my word. Alrighty.
The moonlight.
So we could do some more recalls, but kind of feel like it doesn't matter. We can just attack and end.
Your move.
Alright, GG.
Too slow. Remember this moment.
Oh, I guess I need to open up my my battle pass soon. Let's see. Iceborne. No, I think we're fine. Let's do a reroll. Reckoner's Mark. That is kind of funny, but Ari would just end up dying most of the case, or most of the time. Quick Strike. Kind of the same issue. Probably would just die quite often. Sure, let's go 1 extra damage with the Brash. Enfeebling, Memory Game. Yeah, Memory Game doesn't... I mean... It could work if our recall spell was the last spell we played. So there's that, but that's not always going to be the case. Because quite often when we're recalling, we're then dropping our Ari. It doesn't work with our Redoubled Valor because it goes to a 6 cost. Undying Legion or another Explosive Entrance. Oh, that's kind of funny. Most of our units aren't actually dying. I think let's actually just do Explosive Entrance. Let's go up here for... Well, do we care about Spells Chest? Sure, we'll head up here. So, Zap Sprayfin. I'll try it versus the 5.5 tomorrow, see how it handles itself compared to the build you ran on Monday. This is actually pretty good. Yeah, it's a pretty good opening hand. Alright, so we can drop our Ari.
Should run free. Too slow.
I'll burn what I've done.
Alright, so drop our Dancing Droplet.
2 steps into moonlight.
Get our Double Strike in. Spells Chest could be a nice chance for more recall. Yes. Could be solid.
Shelly, Gracia, Commander Zap! Always be ready!
Oh, the game is actually moving at a good speed now.
I'll
That's
see
nice.
all this world has to offer.
Although I kind of say that and they immediately start slowing down a bit. Alright, so they'll be able to get a big attack in. Do we really care? Kind of no. It's actually... I think pass here. Alright, so let's
Catch
drop
me if you can.
this here. And let's recall our Ari.
Some seek a path, others a foe.
So we're gonna have 1 extra Redoubled Valor.
What do you fight against?
Bet you want me to say my nature.
So yeah, we recall a unit. we're gonna get 2 damage from summoning the other one, and then we'll drop our droplet and get even more damage. We're just killing them with our summoning of units. GG. For this modifier, Ari's 4th star is really big, stunning the elusive. Yeah, the hold it is quite nice. Like, it doesn't have any specific synergies with Ari, it's just really solid. Alright, so we could get another recall, but I do like our dancing droplet. Alright, spells chest. This getting copied kind of doesn't do anything. I mean, unless it was the other one that was getting hit with the, like, summoning the units. This is a 1-cost recall, but this isn't epic. Let's maybe try a reroll, see if we can get something a little bit cooler. Copy me on the same targets, 4-cost. When I'm summoned, summon a random 1-cost follower. That could be fun, because we're playing this, we're getting 4 units from it, and each one of those is then dealing 2 damage to the enemy nexus. That's kind of funny. Sure. Let's see. Blade Twirler. We could play that for free, so that's pretty good. Explosive Finale. We don't really kill anyone outside of combat. Like, their ephemeral units would still die. But yeah, we don't really kill anyone. Let's leave and see. There's no other shop here. So I think we'll actually reroll, even though this is normally such a good power. Could be okay. Sure. Some more draws, fine. So while we could play Blade Twirler for free, and that is solid, we would be adding more cards into our deck, and so it just reduces the chance we're going to get other cards that actually are more core to our playstyle. So I think we won't bother, even though this is a very good card. Slotbot or Spells Chest. Yeah, let's get some more rerolls right before the end. Let's go for the Spells Chest. Yeah, for the Nightmares, the Hold It power is very nice to have. This is okay.
I'll see all this world has to offer.
Denounce magic.
Alright, yeah, let's go ahead. I mean, we could keep going for the redoubled valor, but we could also just not even bother. Like, going for the sheriff isn't too bad. Recalling our Ari. Aztaran, thank you for the sub. Appreciate the support.
The forest and I are one. Too slow.
Confine and contain.
We can kind of just keep playing like Vision into Char. Yeah, I do like the Hidden Tome on Ari. It is pretty fun.
The forest surrounds us.
Sure. We'll use this to pop the barrier. That's fine. I do love the damage just from summoning our units.
Take a look.
Alright, let's quickly recall our Ari.
I go where the winds blow. For now.
And then our droplet to finish the game. GG. A rare opportunity to watch since work from home today. Nice. Glad you could make it. Alright, so the Maker, sure. Yeah, that's fine. Spells chest. Discard 1, kill the 2 weakest. Man, I really hope they add Scion. This is like, I love all of his cards. The Maker should probably need a cost reduction instead of Iron Solari and Constellation for hard adventures, since she doesn't do anything before being recalled a few times. Normally, in that case, try to use it to recall your own units, because that is something you can do. You do have that flexibility. And the barrier is really nice and harder content for being able to have a blocker. Like, yeah, it would be nice to play it a little bit earlier, but the barrier is solid since you can kind of redo that. Anyways, yeah, the ad's going on, so we'll just pause here and wait for everyone to get back. Oh, did the quest drop? Oh, it might have been one of these other ones. Yeah, I think Ari's 6-star does seem pretty fun, and this Gatebreaker build, like, it's fine, but all it's really making me want to do is get the actual 6-star so I don't have to run Gatebreaker and just enjoy this from all of our units. Yeah, I think 6-star Ari is going to be pretty good. You do a lot of recalls, but a lot of your hits are going to be pretty small. I'm just trying to mentally kind of calculate how strong I think she's going to be compared to some of the other champions. I think others like Misfortune with her relic is still probably going to be stronger and put more damage immediately. Should be really good though. Might be closer to like a Pike, potentially. Anyways, let's go ahead and cut a card. I mean, everything's kind of good. So we're just... Yeah, any of the cards we see, which ones are we going to want to play the least? I think let's actually get rid of the Whirling Death. It's fine, but a lot of the other ones are just more fun. All right, Misfortune.
Sure you can handle me?
Yeah, I'm thinking some of the 6-stars like Misfortune, Viego, and Swain will still be better than Ari. I think it's probably going to be a bit more on the same power level as like a Pike, maybe a little bit above it. Ari will be strong with any unit that had Black Cleaver. Looks like it keeps the stat buffs. Yeah, that's what I've heard. Lux version 2 might be my favorite support for Ari. I still haven't seen that one yet, but the increased spirit does sound crazy. All right, this is, well, let's get rid of the Maker, the Mr. Root, and even the Vision since we already have our Ari. All right, let's go ahead and drop this here.
It found you. Funny. I was going to say the same.
All right, go for our Dancing Droplet. All right, so we could do a Sprite Dance to recall and then, yeah, replay. I think we'll just go for the doubled stats. Although even with that, yeah, we do have a pretty big blocker over there. Well, that is unfortunate. Yeah, it's one bad thing about them summoning Misfortune is it's so much easier for them to play that card. And now we can't attack. Alright, let's use our Charm since it's nice and focus speed. So we can then drop her again.
It found you. Funny. I was going to say the same.
And yeah, they should be able to do a good amount of damage, but I don't think it should really matter. But they shouldn't do enough to end here. All right, let's go ahead and drop this here.
Looking for trouble. It found you. Funny. I was
It
going
is
to say
quite
the
a lot of
same.
damage. Alright, so if we can recall our Ari, then we can get that strike off. And we can. Alright. So we can just use this charm here.
Be still.
I love that they can't respond to this. It's so good. Alright,
Looking
GG.
for trouble. It found you. Funny. I was going to say the same. Naturally.
All right, so not bad. I think this isn't a crazy strong build. It is fine. It's nice that you're able to have another way to trigger your Gatebreaker. And yeah, it is solid for Ari. I don't think it is at all crazy, though. Compared to a lot of the other builds I've played, they are just as consistent and able to end the game often faster than this build. It is still a fun and interesting build. It's a cool combination of powers. But I still, yeah, don't think this is really too crazy strong. But it is cool that you are able to do this and just constantly be triggering your Gatebreaker. Have the new quests dropped in game for anyone yet? Although I think it might be like half an hour still before that happens. Oh, look, we got Gatebreaker. All right, let's go look at what the Battle Pass has for us. Ooh, Silver Star Vessel. Yeah, I guess we'll do our Claymall. Please don't be Bilgewater. Please don't be Bilgewater. Ooh, 10 crystals. Nice. I think it normally just has, like, the default is 5. So 10 is solid. And pretty much, I think, all the regions I need them other than Bilgewater. Yeah, they don't have that many golden star vessels, which is a little bit sad, especially because you know what region you're getting for them. But the fact that they have, like, 3 of these silver ones, I think. Yeah, so, like, there's... Yeah, you have 3 of the silver ones. Unless I missed one somewhere. But that is nice, because that's really the thing we're missing the most is the star crystals, or duck feet as a lot of people call them. And then obviously the 6-star materials. Let's see, what am I at now as far as those? Oh my word, those are the only ones I had. Well, like, that's, yeah, that 10 is the only 10 that I have for Runeterra. Yeah, I think the only 2 Runeterra, I think, is Nico and Aatrox, I believe. Yeah, we still need our 5-star for Aatrox, so if we got a little bit more, that would be nice. Hey, Better Call. I'm doing all right. Although I think we're probably about to call it for today. Need to start getting some editing done for videos. Been streaming for about 2.5 hours. So yeah, I think we'll call it there. I might end up actually getting our 6-star Ari at the end of this week. So maybe tomorrow we'll actually play with 6-star Ari. We'll see. Haven't really made up my mind, but that is a possibility. Anyways, thank you all for hanging out with me for a bit. We'll be streaming same time tomorrow. Hope to see you there. See ya.